We are turning to the digital world, and we have one representative here who has indeed some experience in this world as an investor for a number of years, 6 years, 7 years, as well as a shareholder and managing director or CEO of a well-known platform, especially in Germany, Nikis.com. Nikis.com is quite interesting because it is in a way based on a retail experience in the south of Germany, where we saw years ago first steps into the digital world, and that obviously was done quite successfully, so that Fabian, the CEO of Nikis.com, obviously took an interest. Now, we are here at Pitti Bimbo, an international trade fair. It's all about trends, etc., etc. And you are representing the digital world, a digital platform. So first of all, what's your idea? What's the objective for you to come to a international trade fair like Pitti? And do you have certain objectives? Do you have certain ideas? What's the plan?
So the fair for me is a really good opportunity to meet various stakeholders in the industry. First of all, our partners, and we have several conversations about the upcoming months, about our plans, what we want to develop, how we want to develop Nikis, and how we can partner with them. And second of all, for me it's an opportunity to see kind of a little trends where the industry is going, to also have a sense of the atmosphere in the industry, how people are reacting on various trends out there, and this really condensed in 2 days, which is for me, and I try once in a year to speak with all relevant players. To really absorb the newest fashion trends and also the fears and the opportunities.
I mentioned in the brief introduction that Nikis had a retail presence in Bavaria, south of Germany. Is that still going? Is that something you take inspiration from? Do you watch it closely? Do you speak to the people who work there in order to get an impression what's happening in the industry as well?
Yes, and this is still a really, really important pillar in our strategy, beside our online business, which is growing fast.
Yes.
But also the retail store, and I'm there at least every 3 weeks. I'm trying to be there for half a day to speak with our staff, but also to get also a feeling how the store is developing. Because for us, having both the retail and the online business, it's a huge opportunity. Because on the one hand, in online, we have unlimited space for all our products. In the retail, we are limited, but combined, we can really fast exchange our goods so that we have the perfect offer for our clients. So in our retail store, which makes us a little bit different, I guess, from really only brick and mortar business, we can exchange once in a month almost the whole collection. And the beauty of our location is that it's a tourist area, which means that we know exactly which kind of tourists are coming in which month, and then we exchange the whole items for them, that we have the perfect offer.
That's fascinating.
For our clients.
Yes. Turning to the digital platform, Nikis.com, what was your strategy, let's say, over the last 3 years in terms of the labels you offer online, the levels, the sectors which in you move, i.e. do you have a very clear definition of your customer target group? What was the process? How did you really go about this?
So I would describe it like the last 2 years for us was a journey of learning. It was key to have all of the brands on our platform. Because
how many brands do you have roughly on the platform?
Right now we have 189 brands. All the leading brands we have on the feast. Because the first thing was, and our team did a great job on this, to say if we want to be one of the market leaders, we need all of the brands. Because our customers want to have variety. So this was the first step. In the second phase, we closely look at which brands are performing really, really good, which brands are maybe in a status where we have to develop them. To give them more awareness on our platform, and this is the period where we are right now, where we clearly look at our brand portfolio and divide in brands which are really key for our customers, which are maybe key in the future, but we have to give them more space and educate the market on those brands. And the third is like I call it the basic stuff we have. If you ask me about our key customers and customer groups, this is a daily job for our team because we are defining not one customer group. We have various. I would say the last number was like around 20 key customer groups, and we divide them because they're customers which occasionally buy. So all the parents and grandmas, grandpas would just buy gifts. This is one target group for us. We need to offer them when they come to our website the right products because they don't want to see basic jumpers. They want to see gift products. So this is one example, and then we develop this customer group, and we really think about where this customer comes from, which marketing channel, what is the experience on Nicki's, which world we have to offer for them, and what is the best way for the customer to buy the products.
Obviously, the selection of products is therefore important as well. You mentioned, the number of brands which are represented on your platform, nearly 200. That's a lot. Did you change the actual the sectors, or the segments, I should say, from within the fashion range? Did you add, let's say, something like accessories or other kind of related products in order to again open it up a bit more and to make it around a kind of offering? What's your thinking there?
Right now we make the first tests and we think about to broaden our inventory in other sectors. Of course there are related sectors which are really, really interesting for us. As you mentioned, accessoires, there are lots of others. Right now we really focus, which means we want to develop Nicki's also in a fashion authority for our clients, which is number one target right now.
Okay.
So I don't want to go too fast in other segments, but obviously it's an opportunity for Nicki's. Obviously we will have the clients who also look for those kind of products, and in the future we will offer them. Not now.
Okay. What's the greatest challenge in a way? And I'm not talking technology, but how do you really take the customer, the consumer, when he lands on your website? How do you get at him? Because you have pictures, you have some copy, but the nature of pictures is quite important, and the editorial voice of the copy of the text is quite important. So, meaning that can be lots of work. How do you do it?
It is indeed a lot of work because we have to. There's a cut between the real world and the online world. And we have to be the best in showing our customers how the product looks like and what is specific about the product, how the material feels, and we can just use image and text, which is there's one missing, which is feeling it. And this is quite a challenge, and we test a lot of things, starting from 360 degrees images, starting to use real models so people can see how it looks like on a child. We plan video so that people can see how the fabric is moving on the body. So various things. And we test, and this is our daily work, to test if things work and customers like it or don't like it. So our website is getting better and better each day. What we also do is, it's hard if you just see one product, but you don't see the whole collection. In a store, you see the whole collection, you see colors, and you see how those, we call it like little worlds, look like. Online, it's a challenge, and this is done, and we're going to release it also this year, which is one of the focus, really done by content, describing it, giving the brands words where they can really like show their products and give more, like as much information as needed. This is done on the website, but we are not a pure website. The customer comes, buys, and that's it. We get a lot of information about the customer when they are browsing through the website. So we use this data to make the website for this customer even better, to show him the next time products where he was like maybe surfing and looking at it, and so we show them once again. So it's really personal.
Is it, unfortunately we are coming drawing to a close, we could go on for forever, this is highly interesting, but you mentioned kind of data harvesting. Does it mean, and that's really my last question at this point, that consumers who get to your website, when they go there for the second or third time, that they get the kind of the first homepage which is already tailored to the time, their behavior of the first one or two visits?
We're trying to get there. Yes. It's a journey, and I think there's also a challenge that it's not too individual, because then it's the same in the newspaper industry. We are editors and we show at the end products which we think people should see, and not only which people are browsing. So because we have to add this fashion expertise which we have at Mickey's. So, but it's going to be in this direction.
Very good. Thank you. Great. Thanks very much indeed. And all the best, and I hope you have very good impressions here on this trade fair. Okay.
Thank you
lovely.
very much.
Thank you.